Jeff is by far and will always be my brother.
I never, ever envision a time when Vince is not in my life.
Like I said, I always had this feeling that I was going to do the right things in life. And you know, sometimes it does take someone to just push you in the right direction.
I think what's really, again, it's helped me being a big brother is staying in touch with that reality that kids are faced with a number of decisions and challenges, and they need the wisdom of someone who's a little bit older than them to help them through that.
No, there was no before Vince and before Jeff. It was always Vince and Jeff. Jeff and Vince. That's how it is. That's how it is.
Vince has shown me that, you know, regardless of your situation as a young child, you can recover from that and excel in your life. And he's also given me the tools that I need to raise my own children now.
The one thing that I do remember about Jeff, I was like, man, this guy's big. He stood in my doorway and I was just like, he's like a giant. I was like 8 years old, so I was a real tiny kid, kind of like I am now. But we went out and we got something to eat and we were talking. I was all nervous because I didn't know this guy. I was like, well, who is this person? I mean, but after that, it was good.
I was a little nervous also the first time I met Vince. He was 8 years old, and I hadn't been around too many 8-year-olds prior to that. So I didn't exactly know what to say, how to act. Would he think I was cool? Would he think I was a nerd? But I was really impressed with his maturity, even for an 8-year-old. I was a lot more naive about children, kids, teenagers, whatever, before I met Vince. I didn't have a good grasp or a good understanding of the plights that a lot of the youth are faced with today. And meeting Vince and his family and having discussions with him helped me understand that there's some serious issues that families deal with today.
Everyone has tough times. Both of my parents, when I was little, they were both shot and they are both still alive, thank God. And you know, my dad was away for a little while, and my mom, she's handicapped, so she can't work much, you know. So I had a tough childhood, and when people say they grow up tough, you know, they tell you, you can't imagine what I've been through. No, I can't imagine what you've been through, but I know what I've been through, you know what I'm saying? And so when someone uses that excuse to, like, you know, they can't do good in life or they just want to give up, all they need is someone like, you know, I can't say someone like Jeff because there ain't nobody else like Jeff, but all they need is someone to look up to. I mean, that's all I needed to keep me inspired and keep me motivated and keep me doing the right thing. I was at that point where I just wanted to get out of the house and go out on my own, but I sat down and thought about it, and I talked to Jeff about it a few times, and you know, I thought if I did leave my home, I probably wouldn't finish high school because it'd be too hard for me to go to school and support myself at the same time. I went and signed up for the Marine Corps, and I brought the papers home for my dad to sign. He's like, what's this? I was like, you need to sign it. He's like, well, what is it? I was like, I joined the Marine Corps, and he just looked at me. He's like, why didn't you talk to me? I was like, well, we don't talk, Dad. And I think me making one of those life-changing decisions about joining the military kind of put it in their eyes that I'm responsible enough and I'm mature enough to do and handle things in my own life. And I guess he just never saw that until I did join the military.
That is an experience that will definitely change his life, I think, for the better. It would teach him a lot of things that no other experience on the planet can teach him. And it also gave me some new respect for Vince because he was willing to put his life in harm's way, you know, to protect our country and protect his family and protect me. And it immediately made me realize that he is not an 8-year-old anymore. He is now a young man. And again, going out and watching his graduation from basic training was an awesome experience.
If I was an emotional person, I probably would have cried. Him and my dad were the ones that came out there, and I was just like, we did our little moto run, and I was in my shorts and t-shirt because we were running. And we were up there, and I saw Jeff, and I was just like, thank God he's here. I was just like, yes.
I was overwhelmed. It had been 3 months, I guess, since I'd seen you.
Yeah.
And when your whole group come jogging around there, I was, just like all the other eager parents, I was looking around, which one's Vince? And then when you stopped and I saw you, I got tears in my eyes because you were a man.
It's hard to find people like Jeff nowadays. It's hard to find good people. Everybody's always trying to get over on somebody nowadays, and it's not really a good thing. And what Jeff has taught me, it's okay to be a good person.
I don't think I'd be as fulfilled without Vince in my life. He's a great friend, a very good friend. I think he understands I'm who I am. I accept him for who he is. We have no qualms about it, and we've become great friends because of that.
Little moments, big magic. And all the little moments with me and Jeff had made big magic. I'm telling you. I'm at a loss for words because Jeff, he's an awesome guy.
He's a fabulous kid and a great example to what you can achieve, through mentorship and through friendship, an adult and a child working together on a common goal.
In my eyes, Jeff will always be my best friend, my big brother, and someone I will always look up to. He's the type of person that, you think about him and you're just like, man, that's a great guy. I can't really say anything else besides that. And I want to thank Big Brother, Big Sister for introducing me to him because, like I said, he's done so many things for me in so many ways that I don't even know where I would be at in my life if I never met him.